Hello. So we're out on a bimble, chilling out. It's a lovely day, t-shirt weather. However, there's a few spits and spots in the air. That's fine. Could do with a shower. Bird, come here, love. Hello. Need to put you on the lead. Okay. Are you okay? Oh yeah. Are you going to come here, mate? Because I got this lead and you need to go on it. Okay. Good boy. So we're both okay. Yeah, Bird, come here, love. Put you down there. Come here, baby. Hello. Hello. There we go. Okay. Morning. For the bird sound, beautiful. Bird sound, I should say bird song. So anyway, in this video, bird is going to pull me like mad, but never mind. So I'm going to talk about choices. I was speaking to a friend last night and a little squirrel there on the path. He said, he was talking about a medical situation, and I said, it doesn't matter what, but I said, why are you allowing that? He said, well, you know, I've got no choice, have I? It's what it is, I've got no choice. Bird, oh, for Christ's sake. Good boy. He wants a poo now. Good boy. Okay, I've got to pick up a poo. Pick up a penguin. So I said to my mate, well actually I didn't, he was banging on about a medical problem, and I said, you know, why are you allowing this certain thing to happen? And he said, well, you know, I've got no choice, here's what it is. And then he said again about something else, and he said, you know, I've got no choice really. And then he said again, I think the third time, it might have even been the fourth time, he just said, you know, well, I've got no choice, have I? You know, it is what it is. Bodie, now come on, you're licking there, man. So I said, what do you have choice over? And he laughed, and I said, well, you don't seem to have much choice by the sounds of what you're saying. And it just got me to thinking, and also talking about choice. And I said to him, actually, there's very little in life that we don't have like a full choice over. And I said, obviously, being born, we don't have much of a choice over. Or if we die naturally, we don't have a choice over that. Going bald, didn't have a choice over that. Nobody asked me. But a lot of things, you have a choice, I believe. Little squirrel there. See him? See what he's up to. He's gone. Okay. I'm being dripped upon. Bird piss. Will you stop pulling me like that, man? So it got me to thinking really about choice and what have you. And I said about those 3 or 4 things, that was all that I could come up with, that I don't believe we have any choice whatsoever in. And I think whatever you're going through in life, especially if it's a bit of a bad time, bit of a rough time, an awkward time, a time where, you know, you're not particularly enjoying your life very much, we always have a choice, you know. But I think the choice is 3 things. I think you either accept it, reject it, or deal with it, you know, try and change it. I say try, because some things you can't, but do you know what? If you try, it's better than not trying. So it's still a choice, because you've tried. So you've got a few little bluebells. It's that time of year. Lovely. Yeah, so I think we all need to bear that in mind. You either accept it, reject it, or change it in some way. And obviously, whatever comes your way, if you accept it, then that's fine. You just say, oh well, I've got no choice. I just do what I'm supposed to do. I've got no choice. That's fine, because sometimes there is no choice. But sometimes there is a choice. So you can reject that choice, can't you? And you think, no, I want to do something totally, totally different. Going to do things my way. Or you can try and change it. So you think, okay, this is how it's got to be, but I'm going to try and mould it into my way, try and make it easier for myself. And that's the way of changing it. As I say, you either accept it, reject it, or change it. But we often think that things are set in concrete, they cannot be changed. And especially being British, right, we're a bit too nice, a bit too embarrassed, a bit too awkward around whatever given situation we find ourselves in. And we whisper and moan to each other, oh, that's not right, is it? No, that's everything right? Yeah, fine, thank you, it's lovely. Yeah, we all do that as British, but I think as we get older, or certainly as I've gotten older, I live very much now on my own terms. I think it's the way to be. And I don't mean that in an insolent way, a rude way, a nasty way. Or even in a selfish way, really. I suppose I'm selfish, but I'm selfish on my terms for my own purposes. But I've been in situations like in hospital and what have you, and they said, right, okay, we just need to do this. I said, hang on, does it have to be like this? And if you ask that question, sometimes they say, well, no, you know. And I think, well, I'm glad I asked then. Glad I said that I can't deal with this or whatever, because sometimes you don't need to. It's not written in stone. It's not how it has to be. Sometimes it can be different in lots of different ways. But you know, I've been in, come here, bird, stop pulling. You know, I've been in these sort of situations, these awkward situations, whether it be hospital or what it may be. And I thought, no, I'm not having this, you know. I'm just not having it. It's just not going to work for me, for whatever reason. Good Lord, Bode. You like to pull? Please don't pull. Waste of time asking him not to pull. He loves pulling. Anyway, so it's worth thinking about, you know, if you think, you know, I have no choice, I have no choice, I have no choice, then, you know, that becomes who you are. The person that never has a choice in anything, but actually you do. And you have far more of a choice than you give yourself credit for, or that you believe in the first place. Come on, my love. So we're going to say hello to the swans. Good morning, swans. Look at you. I can moan all you like. Yeah, I know. We're not hurting you. Glorious, eh? Wow. Got a bit of a sweat on. Wonderful to hear all the birds, and here we are in spring with all the foliage, all the greens. Not so long back there was nothing. Carpet full of leaves. That was about it. And now look at this. Yeah, sometimes there isn't a choice, but you know those times. And sometimes it's worth trying, because you just never know what situation you're going through. Could you make it better? Could you make it easier on yourself? Could you try? Just try to change things. Remember this tree. I've shown this tree a lot in my videos. It's one of my favourites. Yeah, surprisingly warm. I think they said 16 or 18 degrees today. So I think those few drops of rain were welcome. Anyway, I got some glorious green nail polish. Yeah, green. I got nothing on at the moment, but I bought 2 lots. I bought like an iridescent, weird, shimmery green to go on my 2 fingers next to the middle fingers, and then all the rest, if I can be bothered, when I can be bothered, will be green at some stage perhaps. So I'm going to live here. That'll do me. Look, there's a dog. Black and white dog. Look, there he is. Bless him. I think sometimes we get in our own way. Do you know what I mean by that? We can tell ourselves that, oh, this just has to be like this, there's nothing I can do about it. And we put ourselves in the way of change, in the way of choice, in the way of a different thing. Go away. Yeah, sometimes we can be in our own way. We can be our own worst enemy as well sometimes. And it's worth giving your head a wobble. Shake those thoughts free. And say to yourself, okay, this is the situation. Now, I either accept it, I can reject it, or I can get on and deal with it in whatever way. I can accept it, reject it, or change it to the best of my ability. Right, I've got to go shopping. Just need just a few bits. So here we are in the woods, eh? Lovely. So good for your mental health, physical health and spiritual health. So if you can get outside and enjoy. Okay. I've got a serious video to make in the next, probably in the next 4 or 5 days, something like that. But I've also got a very funny video coming up. I haven't got enough something to go in the video yet, but I will do it in about a week, maybe 10 days, something like that. So you'll see both of them if you want to, or not. It's your choice, you know. But anyway, in the meantime, if you can get outside, as you know, it is good for you. And take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We'll be back another day. And be well. Morning, Mr. Crow. Morning, Bodie Crow. Okay. Be well.